Hi and welcome on our today's webinar about the DSS Pro version 8.6. Today we are going to introduce the new features of version 8.6. My name is Roman Roxer and I will be your host today. I'm a DSS product manager for overseas market. Okay, so let's start. First, I would like to introduce the main new features which we have in DSS. So first we are going to talk about the integration, DB Explorer, and new features across multiple sites, monitoring, very nice features for video tracking and video tagging, access management. We have new visitor terminal, and also we have a new formats which we accept, the DSFire, and we will talk about intelligent analysis, which many of you were waiting for, those new feature in these modules. Okay, so first of all, security center and the visual tracking. What is visual tracking? Let's imagine you have the camera in the field of view, and now you will have small marks on the cameras which are following this camera. Let's show this live. So you are in the monitoring center and you choose one of the camera where you place those marks. For example, in my case, this will be gas station camera. Okay, so I have this gas station camera over here, and now I would like to see which camera is over here or over here. I got a small icon, new icon, small, these footsteps over here. I will turn it on. You can see the module is turned on by those ribbons on the side, and now I have a small buttons over here for the cameras. For example, I want to see what's behind the corner. I'll just click over here. I want to go back, I click back over here. I want to see on the other side, I click over here. So for operator, this is very comfy to move around. I want to see what's inside of the building. I click over here, I see what's inside of the building. I can always go back, even by the arrows or by those steps. This is one kind of the view. Another kind of the view is when you change in the local settings for multiple vision window. Click on save. Go back to monitoring. Okay, we will step out from this. Okay, I have multiple cameras, for example, over here showing on the screen. Now I decide to again start visual tracking over here in this camera. So again, I click on those two footsteps and the new layout is opening. So this camera is located over here, this camera is located over here, and this camera is located over here. So I see all of the cameras. I can click over here anytime. I can quit this view. I can click again on this view. So I can really like play in this view. So now this one is main. I want to see other side. So very nice and comfy for the operator. So this is one new feature. Another new feature what we have is the quick tagging. For example, I see something very interesting at the moment on this camera. I can just click over here for the quick tag. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to write single note or so. If we go to the playback, okay, we need to quit from the visual tracking. Now we are in the playback. I can see this little mark I made over here on the time step, on the timeline, as you can see. This is the first tag I made. If I want to make a tag now, this is the regular tag where I can put some tag name, for example, Roman tag. I can set up the time, okay, 10 seconds before I made this mark and 20 seconds after to show. Why I can change this time if this is just the mark? Well, if I want to export this tag, because I can go over here and choose for the tags. And as you can see, I got a little mark over here to download the tag. For the quick tag, it's just 5 seconds before and 10 seconds after. For the big tag or the tag with the details, it depends on what I set it up. So 10 seconds before and 20 seconds after. And I can choose in a native format or transcode the format for the save. So very easy to use the tagging. So those are the first two features which we actually have in the DSS for the monitoring center. Both of them should make the life of the operators much more easier and faster, of course. Okay, the next thing what we have is to again optimize somehow the view window. So many of you were complaining that you see all these three of the cameras and the operator would like to see rather the full screen of 4 cameras, 6 cameras, or whatever. Let's move to live view to have the 4 cameras, and that I don't want to have this squeezed window over here. I would like to see the metadata, let's say, over here, and I want to squeeze this. So now you can do this, so you have the regular 16:9 resolution for both of the cameras. You can of course hide this window, so it's all up to you. Now it's more options for you in the live view windows. So again, based on your feedback, we changed the stuff over here a little bit. Second thing for the operator which we created is a maps, so some configuration on the maps. Based on your feedback, we changed the maps a little bit to show you the visual view. So first we have our full maps. We are using the Google Maps for this scenario. So you can change the display over here for the satellite map or for the regular point clustering map. If you go for the map either or, you can always choose the submap, which is over here. The new thing over here, as you can see, we have this pointing or the camera fields of view. So what the camera can see. Over here I got a VTO camera, I can look what our intercom can see, or I can just point on the street and see what the camera on the street is looking at. Another new feature which we add over here is a full potential, or to use the PTZ in the full potential. So you click on the PTZ, you click the play, and comparing to previous version of DSS, now you have also the full PTZ features over here, also with the preset possible over here. So whatever you want to do, you can just use the PTZ right now, right? You can select the window, zoom on some spot, and so on and so on. So full potential of the PTZ is now available directly from the map. So again, some small enhancement. Of course, this is also showed, this field of view also is showed in the alarm. So if you get the alarm and you got the alarm from some of the camera and the camera is located on the map, you will see the field of view on the map as well. Security and event center. In event center, we make a very nice statistics for the managers of security centers. So if you have some events, for example, now I have some real-time events. For example, for parking spot detector, some of the cars are parking on my parking lot for the longer time. I see on the second spot over here, the car parks for more than 3 minutes. Actually, it's 3 hours and 40 minutes. So I can see this event or some other events which are over here for me. So all the events which come to my place, intrusion from the truck in front of our office, are over here. As I was talking before, now on the map, as you can see, if you got alarm on the map, you don't see all of the devices. You just see the one device from which the alarm came. So just the front gas station camera, and you see also the field of view for the camera. So for operator, it's really easy to navigate. And yes, the truck was staying over here for longer period of the time, so I got the alarm. Regarding the statistics, in DSS you can see the statistics for the day. I always recommend also to turn off this feature, so show me all the events, not only alarms events which were acknowledged by the operator, but this is all of them. So if they are not acknowledged, like at the moment I'm not processing any of the alarms in our site, so you see there is zero processing. What does it mean processing? It's forward to another person, and also the priority of those alarms, lower and higher priorities, and the sources. You can have the statistics for 1 day, you can have it for 1 week, or you can have it for a month, so it's all up to you. Based on these statistics, the security manager can really easily export those data and schedule the shifts for the operator. So for example, I see on Sunday I don't have so many alarms events, so 1 operator is enough, but during the week I have so many events, so I need at least 2 or 3 operators. So everything can be exported, everything can be searched. Another thing which we made in the alarm center is over here. So you connect the air shield to DSS, you have the room, and over here you see I have a new detector with the camera. You know, we have a small detector with the cameras indoor, and also the triple tech detector for the outdoor use. What I can do with the DSS, with the air shield, I can arm, disarm, or weigh arming for the facility. But if we are going detector by detector, I can also ask for the snapshot. So if the detector, the peer detector, got the camera, now in DSS I can also ask for the snapshot. If you are interested in the live or status of your device, you can go to maintenance center, and over there you can see the full details about your air shield. This snapshot can be downloaded to your PC where you are running the client from this detector. So nice new enhancements for the security operators and managers. Okay, in access management we got also some nice new features. First of all, card config. So what we are supporting now in access control setup, if we go to access control and we are choosing basic configuration, you got access card configuration. You can enable or disable this fire card, enable or disable encryption, and you can block or enable or disable NFC cards. So this is up to you which cards you would like to use in your system, which one you would like to enable for your system. So this is one thing. Another thing is the rules in DSS for anti-passback. Before, all the anti-passbacks apply to all of the users. So if you have like the general manager from the company, he's trying to bring the guest into the company and he would like to use his card not only for him but also for his guest, he was not able to do because his card was automatically blocked like any others. Now what we can do, we can choose, for example, VIP group not to be part of the anti-passback. So like the manager of the company or vice president of the company can bring more people, so he can go around the rule actually for the anti-passback rule. So again, based on your feedback, we are adding those features. We know that for the managers of the company, we cannot apply all the rules like for everyone else. In access management, we got also new terminal, new visitor terminal, and this can be used for registration of the visitor because it got OCR scanner for the ID or the passport, or it can be used for the check-in. So when the person checks in, he just go there, he scan his QR code which he got on the mobile phone, and he's automatically marked that he's in the building, and then he can continue on his visit. So there are two ways how to configure this. If we are talking about the registration, there are several ways how the system can be set up for approval. It can be approval automatically, or it can be approved by the host or by the role, so group of the users which can approve. The registration can be done via this terminal, which we have, the new device, or it can be done through the web page. Depends what is more comfortable for the users. And of course, then we see all the information about the visitors in our module. How this new terminal looks like. So we got the new access control terminal over here, ASV 5001A. It's coming in the two colors. It's coming with the QR code reader printer, OCR scanner for the IDs and the passports, and also you can add your card or verify your card over here. The terminal over here is with touch screen and the camera, so we can add also the visitor face if this is required for visitors. So it's a vertical design, free placement, 2 megapixel camera, very nice device which can be added to your visitor system. Another features which we have, the new one, is in parking lot management. As you know, from version 8.5 we did a lot of new things in the parking lot module, as those alarms for the public parking and so on. So first of all, we got some visualized parking where we see, for example, this car over here is parking for the longer time because there is some problem. It's in red, so there is some problem. This car is over here, it's okay. We see some green mark, so this means is an electric car with the gold mark. it's for example VIP, and with the gray mark are the regular cars. We can go over here and see also some visualization of the parking info. For example, this car over here parks for more than 3 hours. Over here on parking slot 1 and parking slot 3 we don't have any car. Now I will show you the camera in a second. So this is in my profile. Okay, I used for this test Vismind X camera, which can be used also as a parking detector. Now I will ask my colleague to place the car on the parking spot 1. So you see I have another car parked over here, and once the car is parked, of course we can connect the DSS also with the display, and it will change this. As you can see, it's also changed the color from the green to yellow color over here on the display. If he add another car on the parking position number 3, for example, a little bit more to the door, yeah, then all the 3 spots are occupied. So this half of the display is leading to those 3 spots, and this part of the display is leading to those 3 spots, plus 2 I have with another camera. So altogether there are 5 spots. So I see this is full parking spots, and please go to this side. Over here I have 4. So now we have a red color. So I'll show you now the settings of the parking lot, where we can set up those colors. So if you are going to the parking lot, this is the transient parking lot which I created, and I got this display over here. If I go over here in the settings on the parking lot, first I see how I place the arrow. So over here I got arrow straight and 2 digits. Over here I got 2 digits over here, and the arrow. If there is less space than 2, change to the yellow color or the orange color, and if the parking lot is full, what it should display. This is actually how you manage most of the parking display. Pretty much is similar to all of them. Now I will ask again my colleague to remove one of the cars, and you see this full will now change to this orange yellow color, and with the 2 arrows and 1. If we go to parking lot visualization, you see also over here it's automatically changed, there is nothing. Over here I still have the car parked for 3 hours, and over here for 2 minutes. If I ask my colleague again to take the car number 3, you will see the change over here to green color, and again changing also the arrow. So you can change the arrows, you can change the colors, you can change the symbols. Depends what is supported by your display. So even there are some possibilities, for example, for icon or arrows. Like my display is the 1st generation, so it doesn't support those 2 arrows, but you might have 2nd generation which supports. Or double display, so it will be 2 arrows in a row. You can put the numbers over here, letters, or icons. On my display, I'm supporting only single display, so this is a space or circle or X. But you can have also display some signs like don't go, or disabled places, electric charging, or don't park. But this needs to be supported, so it's supported by the 2nd generation of the navigation displays. So very nice features. You can also set up the time, how long the cars can park. For example, this is already the problem, as you can see on my parking spot number 2, because the car is parking over here for more than 30 minutes. So I set up the 30 minutes rule. You can see also the camera which is pointing over here. I have also another camera over here which is shooting also the license plate. So if you have the detectors which can recognize also the license plate, those are usually in Europe we are selling indoor, but we got also the outdoor parking spot detector. They are showing also the license plate. So over here you see the license plate is BL976AA. If I look over here, this is the same license plate. And those are VIP parking with the gold color, electric car charging this color. So we can set up pretty much for each space like different color based on their meaning. So it's again easier for the operators to see. If you go in the info search, you can all the time search for some entry and exit records. Right now this is a public parking, so no entry and exit records. As you can see, there is no entrance exit camera. But if you go to parking records and I have this one parking terminal, I can search and I can see some of those information over here. So when the car was parked over here, so the first parking over here today was 8:52. I can go also over here and see some more details. For example, if I put the information over here about the car owner, they will be listed over here. If I have entrance and exit camera, in this case we don't have it, I would have the entry exit image over here or entry video over here if you are recording that corresponding camera, or seeing the liars where this car is spotted. So we see on this is all empty, there is nothing on those fields, and it's just spotted that this parking detector is occupied, or this car is occupied by this space. So again, very handy, something which you can use if you are looking for a specific car in your parking lot. You can search how long the car is over there, what it's doing, how it's arrived, and so on and so on. Of course, we need to record the camera. So this is regarding our parking lot and the new features. One of the another enhancements which we have over here is that if you got two cameras for the entrance, not to count the car twice which is entering, but you can set up, okay, if the same license plate came within 5 or 20 seconds to the parking lot and is captured by two cameras, okay, count only as a one parking spot, so we don't have the fold results or the fold number of the entrances. Or another features which we add over here is security level, which we can enhance. Many of you ask us like, okay, what if someone create a fake license plate and put on his car, can he enter? Well, yes, because this is ANPR recognition. But in DSS now you can set up some nice features. So if we go again to parking lot configuration, and this is, I can show you this on entrance and exit mode. So over here I got entrance and exit mode, so the barriers which are allowing the car to go in. And in the passing rule, we got a possibility to verify. How we can verify the rules? Okay, open barrier by manual verification, so someone will verify the incoming cars, or by direct verification, or by two-factor. So not only license plate, but also the card or face. Over here is direct verification, so barrier automatically open when it will be verified through the card or face. So there are many ways how to do it. Also, if I don't want to present the card or I don't want to present the face, I can do with the two-factor and verify by the color. So let's say my colleague David has a yellow Porsche and I have the red Porsche. He doesn't have access to our parking lot, but I do. So he will create the fake license plate and put it on his car. He will not be let in because his car color is different than mine. So also color and the license plate needs to be matched. So again, increasing the security while entering the parking lot. So I think you will like those new security levels. So it's all up to you how you will set up those rules, of course. As I showed you before, we have the new way of displaying the data on the displays. So now you can manage the displays directly from the DSS. Of course, we don't have only those indoor, but we have also the display which can be located under ANPR cameras. Probably all of you seen this. This can be mounted right below of the ANPR camera and showing the information. So now all 4 lines can be managed directly through DSS. You don't have to go to some web interface and manage it over there. And we are also supporting now the outdoor guidance screens. So outdoor displays and totems where you can show on which parking lot how many spots are available, changing the colors and so on based on occupancy, exactly like with those indoor displays. And as I told you, you can use also the symbols even for the parking spots or parking displays. That's how it looks like. If you have a nice color for parking, pretty much similar to mine as I showed you at the beginning. So you go to parking lot, right? You have a visualized parking and you see where is the problem. The problem is with the red. You see the VIP and you see the car charging, same as in our PPT. So over here we're just explaining what everything you can see over here. Overtime parking can be configured for each parking spot in a different way, and also you can put different during the day and during the night, because maybe some public parking during the night I have no problem if someone is staying over there for 2 hours, but maybe during the day there are some limits of 1 hour or 15 minutes. You can set up this rule and create your own schedule for every day, for every hour. So again, bringing some new solutions for you which you can use for the public parking. Public parking, just mentioning again, if you have nice videos on the YouTube for the public parking, so just look at them and I think you will like it. This is the solution which was asked by most of the countries, so we implement that. Okay, another thing which we implement in 8.6 is our Deep Explore, and in Deep Explore we got also some nice new features. So what we can do in the Deep Explore, we can search, for example, for the vehicles, and we will search on the current site. Current site, this was all the time available, so I'm searching for all the license plate which are over here. Now we can also change the server. So for the first time you can also search for the license plate on a different server, not only for that specific server. Or for the people over here, this is the face recognition cameras, right? When the face was captured, or the human body. Again, search for all of our cameras. We can search for the current site or on the different site. For the multiple site, you need to have the extra license, of course. And this is the new feature. So far, you were able to use the multiple site as well from version 8.2, but only for live, playback and alarms. Now we add this multi-site searching, which was demanded by many of you. So I hope we make you happy with that and you got this multi-site search in the Deep Explorer. One of my favorite features of the 8.6 is coming right now. Let's imagine that you have a task, you got some camera and you will ask your colleague, okay, we don't have any analytics on that camera and we need you to watch this camera and tell us all the cars which were going through, what color they were, if you can see the license plate, write it down. So we will take like 1 hour of his time to write down everything on the paper. What you can do right now with the IVSS devices in the DSS is using video analysis. This new feature requires extra license. So if you go to video analysis, you can create a new tasks. So let's say I add a new task over here for my existing camera. I have the camera over here, for example, in Trenčín office. I have front gas station camera, the camera which is pointing on the street. I don't have any analytics over there, let's say. So I put on add selected. Okay, so I have one camera. You can select one camera at a time. I can put the task name, for example, Roman test 5. I'm looking for human body, motor vehicles and non-motor vehicles. And I can set up the time. Okay, look for 21st from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. The maximum time you can set up on one task
alarm is occurred
is 1 hour, and you can hit the search. And now the system is searching. Searching for 1 hour recording actually takes you around like 50-40 minutes while it's being processed. Depends on the resolution and the camera and so on, how the IVSS is occupied. If you choose short video, it's really fast. So it depends how long is the video, and you can create many tasks as you want. So we will wait until this video will be analyzed a little bit. We can wait until the video will execute everything, or we can have a look automatically in the results. So we see already those two people which were recognized, the car which were recognized over here, and we can watch the details. So if the license plate is recognized correctly, we will have the license plate information. we know the color of the car and so on, we can then use the filter also for the color. So if we don't want to search for all the data and everything, we can also choose for a recording task, and we can choose for a specific color, for example, for this task. So let's say Roman test 5, and I will choose, okay, not all the colors but only yellow color, and search. The task is not finished. Once the task will be finished, I will have all the videos, and yeah, already we have some results. I see the yellow cars exactly like before to search from this non-analytical camera. So with this module, you can now do analytics back on the old recordings from your ordinary CCTV camera. You just choose which one. Another nice feature which we added over here, it's a local task. You see, it's still in the progressing and it's going on and on and on, so it will be finished. I can also pause this or interrupt this, so we stop with the recognition on this task. Okay, regarding the local task, what you can do, you can add your own video over here. For example, you take the video from your mobile phone or body-worn cameras and you are searching for license plate, or you are searching for some faces. So you can go for the local task, Roman task 9, and I'm looking for the faces and I would like to import the video. I import this video, for example, for the faces. Open. I will choose which device should do the recognition. It's IVSS devices all the time, but I might have more. And again, executing. That video was small, so it was, I don't know, 20 seconds video. So the recognition should not take more than 20 seconds. It was made by the iPhone. I just convert to MP4 format. I see that 3 faces were detected on my video from my iPhone, and I see David and me over here in our task. So I can just click over here and see the face, and with the digital description I can click also over here and see the face with his digital description. So young guy, happy mood, right? Everything is okay. Everyone in Dahua is always happy, you know that. So those are the nice new features which you have in video analysis. You can search also for the body, or you can search for the face. For example, here I was searching for the body, so I see, for example, I was doing some video with my phone, and I see how the colleague was moving around. I got also the digital description: long sleeve red, black pants without the hat. Of course, everything can be later on searched by the filter if you are going to search for those people. Let's say you have so many records over here and you want to filter by the specific one. So video analysis require extra license, but I think it will save you a lot of work, especially to your operators. So very nice feature. Another thing which we have in Deep Explore, if you are going to Deep Explore, let's close everything and open again. Sometimes operators don't know where the camera is, so instead of choosing which camera you want to search the person for, now what you can do also to choose on the map. So over here you just click on the map and you choose, for example, this showroom. I want to search for all of the cameras, right? So you just select all of the cameras, select and search on these cameras, and perform the search on these cameras. So it's all up to you how you will do the searches, how you select the cameras. Again, making something easier for operator to navigate, especially if we are talking about the city surveillance. You know, if you have many cameras around the city, you can just select the cameras from some part of the town and search on that. So for big installation, I think this is great enhancement. Intelligent analysis. For those of you who are with the Dahua for the long time and were waiting for this, we have something similar in DSS 7, which we call BI module. Now we are bringing this free of charge in DSS 8.6, and this we call intelligent analysis module. So as you know, intelligent analysis, like before, you had real-time people counting. You have this people counting data, even historical people counting, or the regular people counting data. So you could display some historical counting from all of the cameras. This is all old things we had, right? But what you were asking all the time, you are interested if the man enters the room or the female, how old they were, and so on. So we have two options: either to use the new metadata analysis, or we have also the retail module, which you can add, and have got much more features, not just this, which you can add to DSS as add-on. So now I will show you this metadata analysis. Okay, I have one face recognition camera over here connected to my DSS, and if I show you the video from this camera, so here we go. Here we got this face recognition camera which can do the face recognition. Based on this data, we can count the people. So if you look over here, at the moment we have 12 people enter, right? Now I will switch to monitoring, and I will ask my colleague to go in front of the camera. So David is now in front of the camera and going back. So this is, for example, like you are entering the store, right? You have some jewelry store and the people are entering, and we are capturing the faces or the whole people like they are entering the premises. So this can be done in various ways. I will show you later on how. So before it was 12 people inside. Now I will do the searching again. So Roman test, face recognition camera, and this number 12 now will change to number 13 or 14 because we did twice the face over there. So we got now 14. So you see male 13 times male appears in the front of the camera, 1 times female, 100% young adults over here, and you can see how they were coming during the day to our office. So all genders, male, female, unspecified. You can do some filters over here. All genders. No, I want to just see the male, and you can hit the search again. So up to you how you want to see all the details about that. Another thing is how you can capture the data or get the data. If you don't like the face recognition, face detection is not allowed everywhere. You can go by the human body. And for example, over here I got IVT device, and in front of the building I'm capturing the people. So I would like to know how many people were in front of our office and what was the gender. So this is regular metadata camera which is pointing out on the street. So this is actually this camera from the office, which I was also showing before from gas station. So this camera, so if people who are walking on this sidewalk, and I can have the analysis how many of them were males and the females over here. So we are not breaking any GDPR rules, nothing like that, and you got the data over here for the people counting. I think it's pretty cool. Of course, you need to set up the camera for that. You need a line to draw where should I count the people. It's not showing which direction, it's just showing what kind of people were over there. So if you are interested in this kind of statistics, you can use it. Of course, for the people counting, if you have a shopping mall and you would like to know how many people enter the shopping mall, I always recommend 2-lens people counting camera located on the top of the door. This is more for information, for the city surveillance and stuff like this. Also, I'm so glad that finally we have the vehicle counting, so you can count the vehicles in whole your site, so you can see how many cars were around our property. You can see the structure of the cars which were in front or behind our property, and so on and so on. Those data can come from various sources. So for example, from ANPR cameras only. So now you see only data from ANPR camera in front of our office, or you can get this data from metadata camera. So it's all up to you which data you will choose. Of course, what we are showing over here is the data which are sent to us by the camera. For example, this camera doesn't support, this is really old camera, doesn't support the category of the or the type of the vehicle. So we will see there will be different data. There is 100% unrecognized, but I got how many cars were passing through. So all those data depends what the camera is sending to DSS. Remember, DSS is never doing analytics. All the analytics are done based on, or all the analytics are done on the camera all the time. So another great feature for you. As I explained, you got all the groups over here. If you want to do it with the face, if you want to do with the metadata, or if you want to do with the cars. One more thing which we have in intelligent analysis is people inside the area. So I would like to know how many people were inside of our office for today, or 14. Let's turn off this feature. So 14, and I see how many people were inside of our office and how much time they spent in front of one of our camera, which is in the kitchen. But let's say now I'm interested how many people are 30 seconds and 60 seconds. How many people stay over there for more than this time. So this feature we had also before, 5, 30, 60. But you ask us to do the custom, so now we add also the custom, and I would like to see how many people were in our kitchen for more than 150 seconds. Search, and I see that only 4 over here, 14 over here, 22 over here, and 18 over here. So now we add this new custom field over here. Again, it was something you asked, so no problem, we can add whatever you wish for. Regarding ecosystem, we got several new integration. So first of all, I would point off on OnVIF. So from version 8.6, we are also supporting OnVIF Profile M. I always recommend to test this OnVIF Profile M with the corresponding vendor. And in case something will not work on 100%, you know how the OnVIF is. Not everyone is following all the time on 100%. So just let us know and we can work on that together. Of course, Profile ST we are supporting for the longer time. SIA, now we are supporting also SIA outgoing. So till now we were supporting only SIA incoming. So any alarm system supporting SIA protocol can send us the data about intrusion, but now we can send also the data out. So this is for the first time SIA out. SNMP we can receive or we can send it out as well. And we got also some SIA, BacNet and Modbus. For this we can just send out at the moment. So we got some camera which we would like to send the information through BacNet to third-party platform. Yes, we can do this to some PSIM or some other platform. Now we can send out all those information to those protocols. Of course, they require the license. How this works? So you go on the settings, you go to synthesis module, and over here you choose event transferal, you choose add, project name, for example, BacNet. You choose trigger out, and now you can choose the BacNet protocol over here, and you put the information about the device, or Modbus, for example, or you can choose SNMP. Of course, each protocol requires different information to fill up over here in this field. So now we are supporting all those protocols, or very popular SIA protocol, which many of you asked for so many times. So we are now supporting all of those features for in and out. Regarding Profile M, what we are supporting is the metadata about the person or about the vehicle, as well as license plate metadata. So supporting third-party license plate camera. Of course, they need to be Profile M, and as I said before, I recommend you to test it. Regarding SNMP, we will get the health status of the devices or the fault status about the devices, and we can display them also on our switch diagram. While talking about the face recognition, especially in European Union, there are all the time people curious about the privacy and if the VMS is not sending the data somewhere and so on. So now what we did from 8.6, by the default, all the face recognition will be turned off. So you need to manually turn it on. If we will not record any faces, snapshots, recognition from the recordings, nothing like this. If you turn it on, then you can do it on DSS. You don't have to be worried about the security of the DSS. If it's needed, just let us know and we can supply you with the white papers and the GDPR certificates through our local sales representative. So no problem. Very important change, peer-to-peer versus auto-register. As you probably see in our other products such as Smart PSS, we are limiting now the peer-to-peer services because our servers are crazy busy with this service. So peer-to-peer is now only for live view, not recording. Peer-to-peer was always only for the cameras or NVRs, let's say DVRs, XVRs, which were connected to DSS. Before you could also record the camera connected via peer-to-peer service. Now, starting from 8.6, you cannot record the devices based on the peer-to-peer connection, like 24/7, only through alarms. If you connect any kind of device like ANPR camera or access control terminal, and this terminal got the camera, you can record the cameras or the devices 24/7, no problem. Auto register is much more professional. You know, peer-to-peer is a public service, while auto register makes your DSS server will be your own peer-to-peer server. So you got full overview about the security, speed, and liability of the server. I always recommend to all of our partners with the DSS, do not use peer-to-peer, use auto register instead. Of course, if you want to use peer-to-peer, you need to enable. If you are using 8.5 version and you are recording some devices via peer-to-peer into DSS, make sure you have another way how to record the device, because this will not longer be recorded in the DSS. You will have big disclaimers jumping out on the window if we Spotify that you are using this service, that before the upgrade, please notify you that this will not be supported anymore. This feature will not be supported anymore. So be careful if you are recording your cameras via peer-to-peer protocol. Okay, so thank you very much for your attention. I hope my colleague David was answering all your questions on the chat so far. So thank you very much for your attention. You can replay this video. I think we will publish it tonight to our DSS YouTube channel. And if you have any questions, just let us know in this chat, send us the email, contact our sales representative. We will be more than happy to answer all of your questions. So thank you very much and have a nice day.